Activate. Okay.
Yeah, he's halfway down now. Guess you could ask him.
Provo traffic, Sky K Juliet Delta is taxiing to runway 13, leaving the run up.
Provo area traffic, Airport 2 is on 13 morning inspection, Provo. Let me know when you're ready to take off and we'll clear.
Sounds good, thanks.
They're so accommodating.
Right.
Nearest airport. Man, it's so light out here now.
I know, right? I was almost thinking it's like, man, I might get some nighttime. Like being able to see if I can see in the dark.
Actually, I guess legally, I didn't really have to do that.
Right, because we're within an hour.
But I wanted to get it.
Right.
Anyways, so it was actually kind of nice to do it without goggles for a few minutes.
Right, just to get back to the old flying again. Flying by the light of the moon.
Provo traffic, Airport 2 is clear of 13, off on Alpha 4, holding short.
Provo traffic, Skyhawk 73 Juliet Delta is taking off on runway 13, Provo traffic.
Oh, we finally got spin up.
Yep.
Oh, look at that. They turned all the lights on for us.
Just for us. Okay, airspeed's alive. Gauges are in the green. Even though it's hard to see the gauges, but I can see them.
Whoa, that's a quick pickup.
I just realized my vent was open. No wonder it was cold this morning.
Yeah, I could feel something cold.
It actually, I didn't even notice it this morning.
It's such a beautiful morning.
Goggles.
Provo traffic, Airport 2 is on 13, morning inspection, Provo.
Alright, I have
you have goggles on? Man, we get to watch the world wake up.
What could be better than this, man?
Oh, right?
Remember when I really wanted to take off before the tower opened?
Yeah.
That's funny. I was so used to doing the non-towered. I'll keep it on this for a minute.
We're not seeming to be climbing very fast, are we?
Yeah, it's normal. It's climbing normal.
Oh, okay.
Well, compared to this morning, it's not. I don't know why.
Oh. Thanks. No.
Provo traffic, Airport 2 is clear of 13 off on Delta, Provo.
Provo traffic, Sky High Juliet Delta is going to switch over to Salt Lake frequency Provo traffic.
Be safe, guys.
Thanks. Salt Lake, Skyhawk 738 Juliet Delta is 3 miles southwest of Provo at 6,800 with request.
And verified Skyhawk 738 Juliet Delta.
Yeah, we just want flight following to Delta.
We're going to 610 under select departure rudder. Resume navigation appropriate VFR altitude, click through Bravo airspace if you need to click shelf. Kilo Delta, squawk 4347.
Squawk 4347, A Juliet Delta.
Juliet Delta, radar contact 5 miles southwest of Provo Airport, say altitude, and what altitude are you climbing to?
We're at 6,300, we're going to climb to 10,500, A Juliet Delta.
A Juliet Delta, roger. Resume navigation and appropriate VFR altitude.
A Juliet Delta.
Okay, Juliet Delta, Salt Lake altimeter is 3033.
3033, A Juliet Delta.
It's the same as here.
Right.
Wow, VX is 59, huh?
Really?
Yeah, I always climb at VY,
Right.
but VX, see the little bug?
Oh, right. So VY is the shortest distance, right?
No, VX is shortest distance, VY is best
Like in time,
climb.
right? It's time and distance. So one's best time, one's best distance.
So VY is shallower,
Okay.
VX is more steep.
Right. Well, that makes sense. I have to think backwards of my 3D program because Y is up
Oh,
instead of X.
so we got an 11 knot crosswind, huh? I put my hand to cough and it directed the sound back down. Sorry.
I didn't hear nothing. I mean, I knew you were doing it, but
I didn't put the camera on the bottom tonight, or today.
oh yeah, a little dark.
Since we already, yeah, it was dark and we already kind of have a video of this anyways.
You know, it's interesting that as I was reading or listening to that video, instead of just giving you a heading, he tells you a direction and then a heading. Like he says, turn left to 230 or turn left to 235 or.
That's true. All right, we're at 623. What time did we take off? Did you notice?
It was probably, I would guess 610, 608, 610, 611. It was somewhere in there because it was 605 when we looked just before we taxied. But it didn't take us, well no, because that would have been run up. It was 605 when we left run up, I think.
Okay, let's just say 610. We're going to...
So it was 11, almost 12 minutes ago that we left run up.
So when we land, I want to know how long it takes when we're about to land, because that's going to determine if we just do a touch and go and come back.
Okay.
Or if we're going to taxi off and do stuff. Make sense?
Yep. So let's see, are we headed to the way we normally go? It seems like we've never been to Rica before, have we?
No, we usually start cutting the corner.
Radar service terminated, squawk VFR, frequency change cruise.
So I'm just gonna follow this this route just for practice.
Okay. I'm just looking at mountains. I mean, we'll probably be, let's see, where are we at now?
As long as we're above 10.3, that's IFR for that route.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I was going to say, because they're about right at our level right now, which means they're at 8.3. As far as I remember, most IFR routes are 2,000 above mountains.
They are, yep.
Yeah, so that'd be... And we don't have morning rise of the wind yet, so it shouldn't be too bumpy. Oh, let's see. I need to text my kids saying they need to wake up mom to get a ride to school.
Hey, I'm gone.
I know, right?
I like this little red pink diamond. That tells you what course you're going.
Oh, right.
Based on the wind, you know what I mean?
Oh, it actually, oh, I see. I was thinking it told you like it knew which way you were going because of how you were driving.
Yeah, so I wind correct so that diamond's right on where I want to.
That's cool.
That's interesting that there's not this R beeping like normally when they have radar contact.
Oh, really?
Right underneath the alt, it's usually got a inverse R circle thing.
Oh, right. They did make a radio call earlier, but I didn't think it was for us.
change, squawk VFR, frequency change crude.
I don't think it was for us.
No, that one definitely wasn't.
Cadillac 1, Doc HO Delta, flight altimeter is 3033.
Yeah, that was the only one. I really like that thing.
Oh, I'm like, so do you have to talk to him? They just talk to us.
No,
you
can hit it as many times as you want and it goes back.
Right.
It's kind of cool.
Somatic, I think is what it's called. The reflex when you do those without reference.
Somatic?
Yeah, I think that's what it was called. Something.
Is that like something against like anti-Semitic?
No, no.
It's like the Seinfeld. You anti-Semite? Anti-Semitic?
I'm definitely anti-somatic. Because it screws with your head.
See if you can pull that heat out just a touch more, the top one. Did it come out at all?
Yeah. You're offline. Apparently we're too high.
Couldn't text your kids?
Oh man, I think so. Oh yeah, I've got 3G, which is weird.
Yeah, you're not supposed to be doing that when I'm doing IFR. Come on.
Oh, I know. I only do it for a second.
Okay, so we
I
got...
do my scan and then I...
Coming up on Rika in half a mile. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Oh.
So it's something somatic at least. It may not be somatic, but it's something somatic. Because that's having to deal with the body. But somatic's not it.
It doesn't like to climb.
You'd think it would be amazing because...
Because it being cold?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 160 horsepower, man.
Yeah, but we haven't had issue before, have we?
Yeah.
Oh, but I guess at 10.5, right?
It's always been like this.
Yeah. So, okay, here's the question. Is the 180 going in a different Cessna, or is it going in this one?
Right now, the other Cessna's getting a new engine.
Right.
It already had a 180, but it's getting a new engine. And as soon as that one gets back, and they're getting another Piper in Provo, they're going to take this offline for a week and put a new 180 engine in it.
Okay, so that's, I thought, so, because I was talking to another guy who's, he's taking his IFR rating as well.
Okay, Juliet Delta, contact Salt Lake Center on 133.9er.
133.9er, 8 Juliet Delta.
Let's see. 21.
Salt Lake Center, Skyhawk 738 Juliet Delta is 22 miles southwest of Provo, heading to Delta at 10,300.
I believe FedEx 12 called. FedEx 12, Salt Lake Center, roger. The other aircraft that stepped on the FedEx, say it again.
I know, is he telling FedEx to say it again?
No, he's saying you say it again.
Okay.
545 Tango Charlie, Salt Lake Center.
Oh, hang on.
Thought he was telling FedEx to say it again.
Might have been.
Oh, wait.
Guess we can always hit play.
Well, he said FedEx, another aircraft stepped on you, say again. I'll wait for a minute.
Because it sounded like you said aircraft that stepped on the FedEx, but I'm not sure.
545 Tango Charlie, Salt Lake Center.
3, 4. Remarks. Density. 3.
545 Tango Charlie, Salt Lake Center.
3.
5 FedEx 12, Salt Lake Center, roger. The other aircraft that stepped on the FedEx, say it again.
The other aircraft.
Salt Lake Skyhawk 738 Juliet Delta is 24 miles southwest of Provo, heading to Delta at 10,500.
738 Juliet Delta, Salt Lake Center, roger. The Provo altimeter, correction, the Salt Lake City altimeter 3031.
3031, 8 Juliet Delta.
So I like to imagine the person behind the voice.
And November 8 Juliet Delta at Delta, the runway 17 and 35 runway in, identifier lights are out of service. Runway 17 PAPI is unusable.
All right, thanks, 8 Juliet Delta.
All right, do a little bit of carb heat here for a minute.
That's the one thing you don't have to worry about in the DA-20 or a 40.
Or the Arrow.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Let's see. Procedure. Puke it. Load and activate. That's better. All of a sudden my line went away, you know. Alright.
The municipal airport. Automated weather observation. 1, 2, 3, 5. Zulu. Weather. Wind. 080 at 3. Visibility. 10. Clear. Below. 12,000. Temperature. 1 Celsius. Dew point. 0. Altimeter. 3035.
Southwest 2053, descend and maintain, flight level 380.
Delta Municipal Airport. Automated weather observation. 1, 2, 3, 5. Zulu, weather, wind, 080 at 3. Visibility, 1.
080, huh?
It's across. At 3, I mean, it's not
not that
bad, but it's almost direct across.
I don't know if I like doing that. I guess we can do that.
Looks like the airport light out there.
You see the airport light?
Yeah. Like the beacon. That's so cool.
Sweet.
Hey, I saw the airport all the way out here.
All we gotta do is go at night.
Right. Have a visual on the airport.
Okay, so my got weather, got this is all working. That's my H, heading and attitude indicator. O is clearance, obtain clearance, but I'm on with them, so we have that. Letdown plate review. We're gonna do this one. So Lucy, Woundy is 9,700. So we need to descend almost 1,000 feet. And Woundy is the next one. Pukit is 9 miles, so I'm guessing it's about 10 miles since it's kind of diagonal. So that's 100 feet a minute.
That's 9. That's probably another 9 that way. Is that what you said?
Southwest 2053, contact LA Center 135.25.
Well, if I kind of start going diagonal.
Southwest 25, going to continue contact with everyone. I almost have a deepest voice as him.
Alright, so we're doing 120, so we need to do about 200 feet per minute descent.
We have a 20 knot tailwind.
Woundy is 9,700, 6653. 97, 66, 53.
Transport 3749, heavy solid cone.
97, 66,
Southwest
53.
1813, the ride smooth out.
I just wonder, I wonder if that's his morning voice.
Salt Lake, good morning, Tower 1678, out of flight level 340 for 300.
If it gets higher.
Southwest 1678, Salt Lake Center, roger, landing, I expect runway 36, correction, runway 16 right.
Wow,
okay, expect runway 16 right, so 1678.
And the other aircraft to call, say it again? I think it's going to be about the same. I was told flight level 390 and flight level 400 were probably the worst of it, but like I said, I hadn't had anybody up around that area to give me a ride report lately. Ready in 128 Charlie, Salt Lake Center, roger. United 256, Salt Lake Center, roger, good morning.
It's like a warping of the moon.
Oh, wow.
It's not round anymore.
That's an interesting, I'm just peeking for a minute. That's an interesting little visual weirdness. Then.
Right, as it hits the horizon, it's like kind of folding in on itself. I hope that's not a telltale sign that nobody's told to spout.
Correct.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. It's going through the atmosphere. So it's like now the bottom is round and the top is squished.
I switched to go direct to Woundy, just to, you know,
Right.
more direct. That way we don't have to kind of come back.
November 128 Charlotte, clear direct Pete's intersection, Papa India Echo Tango Zulu, and indirect St. George.
Wow, now we have a 27 knot crosswind.
And 28 Charlotte, just verify Pete's and indirect St. George.
10, clear, below 12,000, temperature 2 Celsius, dew point 1, altimeter 3035. Delta Municipal Airport. Automated weather observation. 1241 Zulu. Weather. Wind 050 at 3. Visibility
050, huh? That more favors the other runway, but it's only 3 knots.
Right.
Let's procedure.
That was pretty cool to watch that moon go through that aberration layer.
Morning, Salt Lake, FedEx 3808, climbing 190 for 230.
FedEx 3808, Salt Lake Center, Roger, climb, maintain, flight level 320.
Climb 320, FedEx 3808.
We're going to go do the approach from the other side. We need to be at Tavti at 6,300. U-tone is 73. Alright, so U-tone is 73. We have 30 miles to that. We're about 20 miles out from the airport. So we need to drop 2,000 feet in 30 miles. That's 1,000 feet in 15 miles.
November 8 Juliet Delta, you start your descent into Delta.
Yes, we have a Juliet Delta.
November 8 Juliet Delta, roger, radar services, terminate squawk 1200, frequency change approved.
Squawk 1200, switching frequencies 8 Juliet Delta.
Alright. One, 228. Okay, we need to lose 2,000 feet in 30 miles, so that's 1,000 feet in 15 miles. So that's 150 feet per mile. No, that's not right. Oh gosh, help me here.
Well, if we only have 1,000 feet and 15 miles, you're about right.
150 feet per mile. We're going 120, so 300 feet per minute. Does that sound right? All of a sudden I start doubting my math.
I know, right?
And we are 15 miles, so I'll make a radio call.
Delta traffic, Skyhawk 738 Juliet Delta is 14 miles northeast of the field. Gonna descend down to do an approach for runway 35. Delta traffic.
All right, 7,300 at U-tone. We'll do a procedure turn. So Taftee is 4 miles from the airport. Maybe we should go to Taftee. Seems like 4 miles is plenty. We'll do a procedure turn at Taftee. And that's at 6,300. It's 10 minutes to 7. I think we're doing a touch and go.
From Delta?
Yeah. So I'm going to hand you my phone. You'll close my flight plan.
Okay.
When we get close, okay?
All right.
In fact, I'll just hand it to you now. If it locks, the code is 7373.
Now everybody on the internet knows your code.
Oh, I'll just mute that part.
I probably won't remember it.
Just touch the screen every once in a while. So have you located the airport already?
Yep. I was just looking.
You're pretty good now, Bruce.
Well, it's just because I know what I'm looking for. I've been here a few times now. It's pretty much by the river. I look for the river first, and then look for the hangars.
Delta traffic, Skyhawk 738 Juliet Delta is 8 miles northeast of the field at 8,400 and descending into runway 35. Delta traffic.
C10, clear below 12,000, temperature 3 Celsius, dew point 1, altimeter 3035. Delta Municipal Airport. Automated weather observation. 1249er. Zulu weather. Wind calm. Visibility 10. Clear below 12,000. Temperature 3 Celsius.
Oh, now it's calm.
I know, right?
That's all right. It'll be good to land the other way anyways.
Right.
And take off. It's good practice for procedure turn. 6,300 TAV-T.
Are we flying 85 on the way back? 8,500? I don't want to put you out of it.
Yeah, that was what my plan was. Okay. Either that or 10-5.
That's good. 85 would be good because you have a 22 knot headwind. at 10.5 and only a 12 knot headwind at 8.5.
Okay. By the way, I changed this to track up.
I noticed that. Is that easier for you?
Yeah. It's better for situational awareness, I think.
That's what it seems like.
It's not as confusing.
Right. Somebody spelled SOS in the rocks.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Or it's a bunch of sheep.
Bunch of sheep spelling SOS.
I know.
Save
right?
us.
It was kind of funny. That's interesting.
Okay, so when we hit Tafty, we're going to turn a little bit to the right, do a left procedure turn. And come back in.
So when they set these up, are you capable of doing a procedure turn at any one of these? I mean, is that how they set them up?
I mean, you can. It just depends on... I mean, it's not like in the plate, you know. In the plate it says U-tone, but U-tone's quite a ways out there, so if there's no one in the pattern, you can do that.
Gotcha. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. Yeah, I've been debating on flight or fly, I want to say FQB, but that's not it. It's like $60 cheaper.
For what?
For the EFB.
For Android?
Yeah. Well, actually, I have iOS on the one and Android on the other. That's probably one of my sticklers. Is I think fly EQB, EFQ. Anyways, it's the other one. But it's like $60 cheaper a year, and it works on both. But the problem is none of my friends have it.
Yeah.
Fly EQB, I think is Fly E.
I've read things that I know ForeFlight's the best one out there. You know, from what everybody.
Well, it just seems like I tried using it a couple times ago when we were flying. Fly EQB. Anyways, tried using it and immediately went back to ForeFlight. But that's because I know ForeFlight. But $200 a year, even because the 139 has synthetic and everything.
Delta traffic, Skyhawk 738 Juliet Delta is 4 miles south of the field. Going to turn around to do a straight in for runway 35. Delta traffic.
For whatever reason, the thought just popped into my head. It's like, man, we need to find something useful to do with this. We can both fly, and yet we just fly to the same places. We need to find something useful.
Oh yeah,
Sounds
after
like
training,
useful,
definitely.
Right? So if you join up our EIA chapter,
which I have already, I just
good.
haven't been to a meeting.
They everybody's going to Oshkosh, and like a bunch of people are bringing trailers, and whoever needs room, they have room for. One guy goes every year, and he's got a A huge RV. And they just stay at the campsites.
Well, I didn't do that very well.
I was bugging you, sorry.
Okay, 63 and 51. 51 is my MDA. And we have glide slope here, but it's a non-precision, so we're not going to use that. So 63 at TAVT, we're above that. And then 5100 basically, so we're going to go down to 5100. Get over to the right for our line. On a non-precision approach, you always get down to the MDA as soon as you can, so you can get out of the clouds and then just fly to the runway. Need to slow up a little bit. Delta traffic, Skyhawk 738 Juliet Delta is on a 2-mile final for runway 35.
Ping pong, ping pong.
Wow, that's cool, man.
I just love that. In fact, I'm so excited for you to take your glasses off. Because we're like, right there.
Delta traffic, Skyhawk 738 Juliet Delta is on a 1.5-mile final for runway 35, touch and go Delta traffic.
Did you close it?
Did you right now before we hit it?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I guess we dump it right here. They'll know we're right off the end of the runway.
This is a pretty skinny runway.
Yeah. Noticing that myself. You want me to file the next one?
Yeah, if you want to. Should just have to click file and OK. Or I mean, activate and OK.
I think I had to choose it first, didn't I, or does it automatically go?
No, you have to go to flights.
Right. Yeah.
Then choose it and then activate.
Right. Yeah. You should. You said you should just have to hit activate and hit OK. I'm like,
well, I assumed that was a given.
Right. No. Yeah, I knew the other stuff. I'm like, wait, did I forget something? That's why I was asking. Okay, we are now activated. KDTA to KPVU.
Okay. Putting my goggles on. All right. KDTA. Enter. You want to do this?
If you want, if you need me to.
I mean, I can do it, but I don't know if you want to do it.
Well, if you have to be the sole manipulator of the controls. Are we just going direct? I would guess, yeah.
Yeah. Then we're going to do a procedure. It's been a little while for the ILS, so maybe we'll do that today.
Just need to go lower.
Yeah, that's fine. You're good. And then now you got to move it that way.
All right.
Delta traffic, Skyhawk 738 Juliet Delta is 3 miles north of the field, heading back to Provo at 6,000 feet and climbing. Delta traffic.
Yeah, you might have to move that one.
Dang sun.
Here comes the sun. Da-da-da-da. Hey, with the monkeys.
Altitude 85. It is pretty cool to navigate and then pop your glasses off and you're like perfectly lined up.
Right.
You know? Makes you feel cool.
At first it's like, oh wow, it really works. And then it's like, I did that.
44 degrees outside.
With an 8-knot headwind, we should be able to climb a little faster. Maybe. Looks like the steam's coming off the river. The morning, not steam, but
The kind of, it's not advection, it's
not convection.
radiation fog.
Yeah, there you go, fog. That's the word I was looking for.
Delta traffic, Skyhawk 738 Juliet Delta, 7 miles northeast of the field at 7,300 climbing, heading towards Provo, Delta traffic.
The only thing I noticed on that landing we did in Delta,
Yep.
if I may, was the coordinated turn. Just using a little more rudder, right rudder.
Oh, okay.
Because our ball was quite far. In the clouds, it becomes, that's when it becomes really, making coordinated turns becomes important. I mean, it's important anytime, but
No, it is. I like the ball better, but I tend to watch this just because I'm used to watching that now.
right.
But sometimes I don't look at it,
Well, and it's just that one more thing, right? It's actually funny how magicians make their magic. We're only able to kind of keep track of 2 or 3 things at once. And so you have to let go of something in order to keep track of something else.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's, that kind of thing that you let go of.
Ground speed 70, we're cruising, dude.
I know, right?
69.
Now it's a 15 knot. So how long did it take you? It only took you about 45 minutes to do your flights this morning?
Yeah, it was like 30 minutes.
Okay, cool.
I got to the airport at 22 or quarter to. Had to go and get the plane out of the hangar and all that stuff. By the time I actually took off, it was close to 5. Maybe a little after 5:05 or something.
So I guess if you calculate about an hour, that leaves a couple hours of fuel left with reserves.
It's full tanks has 4 hours, so
right,
we got like 3 hours left. Well, 2.5. Really.
Right. So when you're doing your takeoff and landings, it's a full power, kind of. I don't think does it blank out on either side since you're not using as much on the way down. So I just figured comfortably you got an hour, and then it's taken us an hour, almost 45 minutes to get out, and so probably an hour and a half, so we'll land with 30 minutes of fuel plus reserve. Because IFR reserves are 45, aren't they?
You have to go to your destination, then to your alternate, and still have 45 minutes of fuel left.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, so, I mean, just fuel practice, right?
Yep. Delta traffic, Skyhawk 73 Juliet Delta is 11 miles northeast of the field at 8,500 heading towards Provo. Last call, Delta traffic.
Mike, thanks.
Skywest 7364, contact Salt Lake approach on 128.1.
28.1, Skywest 7364.
Is 8,500 high enough?
Salt Lake Center, Skywest 9854 is 14,400 climbing, flight level 230.
Skywest 9854, Salt Lake Center, climb maintaining flight
We got a
level
little yellow peaks straight ahead of us, so maybe we need to go to 95.
Yeah, I was thinking
Just get over those.
Right. That's where we start really hitting the crosswind, headwind.
Salt Lake, Skyhawk 73 Juliet Delta is 13 miles northeast of Delta with request.
Aircraft on center, say again.
Skyhawk 73 Juliet Delta is 13 miles northeast of Delta, requesting flight following to Provo.
November 783 Juliet Delta, squawk 6056.
6056, a Juliet Delta.
Yeah, there's your R.
I think you said our
Skywest 7292, contact Salt Lake.
Set our tail
Approach
number
on
wrong.
128.1.
8.1, Sky 7392.
Yeah, the 9854, turn 20 degrees right. Skywest 9854, man, now to maintain flight level 220.
I will maintain 220, Skywest 9854. Good morning, Salt Lake, American 1065, climbing 215 for flight level 230.
Skywest 9854, clear direct Enix.
Direct Enix, Skywest 9854.
November 3 Juliet Delta, radar contact 20 miles north of Delta VOR, 9,300, Salt Lake altimeter 3033.
3033, a Juliet Delta.
Delta 1602, cross Spain at maintain file 190 at 250 knots.
Delta 1602, Spain 190, 250 knots.
American 1065 coming through 17 for flight level 230.
American 1065, Salt Lake Center, climb maintain flight level 310.
310, American 1065.
Delta 2854, climbing maintain flight level 230.
Was that Skywest 9854?
25 knot
9854,
wind.
climb maintain flight level climb maintain flight level 230.
Climb maintain 230, Skywest 9854.
Delta 2085, contact Salt Lake approach 128.1.
28-1, Delta 2085.
We're doing 100 knots true, but over the ground we're doing 76.
Skywest 9854, climb and maintain, flight level 310.
Climb and maintain, flight level 310, Skywest 9854.
Did you see that the Notre Dame burned?
Yeah.
Crazy, huh?
I had to send you a link to show the aftermath once the fire was out and smoke had cleared. It's got a drone flight that went over the top of it.
Oh, really?
1602, departing 320.
Roger.
And then apparently 2 billionaires stepped up.
November 783 Juliet Delta, and just verify that is your correct call sign.
It is November 738 Juliet Delta.
Donated between the two of them $300 million to fix it. And they've gotten over $1 billion in donations.
Wow. My first thought was, I wouldn't be surprised if the church actually donates. They've done that. A lot of stuff
at least
like
donates information as to how they did the Provo City Center, since they...
You know the Hare Krishna Temple in Spanish Fork?
Yeah,
They donated the dome for that.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, it's $25,000. I don't know if it was just for the dome, but that was the money they had donated.
When we went and took a tour of it, they said that the church donated the dome.
The dome, that's cool. It's funny, if I start flying this airplane, I'll be a little lazy because I'm used to the thumb trim.
Oh, yeah.
This is a wheel trim.
I've never had a plane that the thumb trim worked in. The Archers have it, but none of them have worked.
None of it works. You know, if we keep on this heading, we could probably go over that low spot in the mountains there, so...
Okay.
I'm kind of relying on any traffic to our east that they can see us, because the sun is definitely...
That's one nice thing about flight following.
Right.
We got traffic up in Class B over the lake, just by West Mount.
Skywest 9854, contact Salt Lake Center on 125.57.
12557, good day, Skywest 9854.
November 503 Lima Mike, contact Salt Lake Center 125.57.
2557 for 503 Lima Mike, have a great morning.
He must be taking off.
American 1065, contact Salt Lake Center 125.57.
2557, Americans 1065.
Sorry, I was just seeing if the heat pulls out any further. Yeah, it looks like he's following the plates out to the Fairfield.
My instructor still hasn't told me about Monday, so...
Yeah, as long as it's not at 5 a.m.
Right now I have scheduled to do ground between 6 and 7 with him.
Oh, yeah.
and then 7 to 10 flight, but you know.
So if you want maximum clearance, maybe do it like 2 or 3 degrees to your left.
2 or 3?
Yeah, well, if you fly your bug you've got now, you should be. Yeah, so probably.
Right there?
Yeah, 010. Yeah, that's good right there.
Southwest 673, 310.
Southwest 673, Salt Lake Center, Roger. Cross jamming at and maintain 17,000 at, you're right in between the speeds there. I'll have a speed for you, Jim. Jamming is 17 for now.
Jamming at 17, Southwest 673.
Jamming at 17. Sounds like they're talking to Ty.
Right.
And Southwest 673, Salt Lake altimeter 3033.
Thank you, sir.
Delta 1602, contact Salt Lake approach 128.1.
281, Delta 1602, good day.
That's not really doing too well. It's a little scawampus. I think it's tilting to the left a little. What do you think?
Looks like, yeah, ever so slightly compared to the other.
I mean, I guess I am kind of like this into the wind.
Right, you have to be kind of. Now we can turn right, heading, what is that, 050? Nope, sorry, keep going.
Right there?
020, yeah, that's...
020?
Sorry, I'm sorry, wait. I was waiting for it to catch up. Yeah, so it would be 040. I wasn't reading my numbers quite right. Yeah, we're going to be into the sun just a little bit here, I guess.
Going over the mountains.
Yeah, you might be able to turn left 035.
035.
And just to scoot us away from the updrafts on this side.
November 73 Juliet Delta, contact Salt Lake approach 118.85, 1885.
Switching to 1885, A Juliet Delta. Salt Lake approach, Skyhawk 73 Juliet Delta is 28 miles southwest of Provo at 9,500.
Skyline 73 Juliet Delta, Salt Lake approach, advise Provo information Charlie. Skyline 73 Juliet Delta, Salt Lake approach, advise Provo information Charlie.
Hey Juliet Delta.
I think he's talking about the weather.
Yeah, he says information Charlie.
Visibility. Sky clear. Temperature 03, dew point 035. Approaches are in use, landing runway 13. Departure advise ground control of flight. Primary radar services available from Salt Lake transponder equipment only. Activity of the airport. Advise on this contact jet. Charlie. Proto information Charlie 1255 Zulu when calm. Visibility 10. Sky clear. Temperature 03, dew point 0. Altimeter 3035. Approaches are in use. Landing runway 13. VFR departure aircraft advise ground control of direction. Primary radar available. Radar services are available from Salt Lake approach on transponder equipped aircraft only.
FedEx 876 Heavy South departure radar contact. Climb maintain 1 to 4,000 speed directed Zion.
Now make a left turn heading 025. Sorry, 020. Let's try. There's too many numbers up there on top of the bug.
You can use that one to bring something up if you want. I'll just switch it if I need it.
Yeah, no worries. I just need to get used to the headings again.
Okay, I'm going to start descending a little bit.
Yeah, you're clear to descend.
Salt Lake approach, Skyhawk 73 Juliet Delta. Can we get vectors to the practice ILS approach as we come into Provo?
Skyline 8 Juliet Delta, you can resume on navigation for now. You can expect the vectors in about 20 miles.
8 Juliet Delta, thanks.
I'm going to turn over this way a little bit towards...
1237, 4 miles from Wave, cleared ILS runway 13 approach. Cleared ILS runway 13, Will 37.
More straight into the lake.
Right. I was going to give you vectors, but you had them. You nailed them.
FedEx 876 Heavy, climb maintain flight level 230, leaving 14,000, resume normal speed.
Alright, we're going to do this.
Wolf 37, contact Provo Tower.
Over to Provo Tower, Wolf 37.
Salt Lake departure, Wolf 38 is about 4 miles southwest of Provo at 6,900. Looking for practice area, or maneuvering practice area India, looking for traffic advisories.
FedEx 876, heavy, go ahead.
125 wind calm.
Wolf 38, select fresh guidance,
sky clear. Temperature
7,100, Wolf 38.
Altimeter 30.
Wolf 38, radar contact 6 miles southwest of Provo Airport, Provo altimeter 3035, and what was your, where were you going to maneuver again?
Advise ground control.
3035, we're going to be maneuvering in practice area India.
Radar services are available from Salt Lake approach on transponder equipped aircraft only. Caution for bird activity in the vicinity of the airport. Advise on this for contact. You have information, Charlie. Provo Tower information, Charlie. 12.
Slowly approach California, Bonanza, November 7, Juliet number 8,500.
Bonanza 7, Juliet, November, Salt Lake departure, good morning. Salt Lake altimeter 3036.
3036, 7 Juliet, November. And we're going to turn right about 189 direct to St. George, if that's all right.
FedEx 876, heavy contact, Salt Lake Center 133.9.
So traffic should be straight ahead of us, right at our flight level.
Now they're 100 feet above us.
10 miles in front of us, 200 feet, so they're climbing. So hopefully they've seen us. Now they're 400 above, so they're climbing out.
Okay. Plates. Provo. ILS. 6,300 and 47.
46 for Victor, we're going to be practicing in uniform India, and we'd like traffic advisories.
American 2195, solid departure, radar contact, climb maintain flight level 230, and south to leaving again. American 2195, roger, proceed direct Zion, to resume normal speed. This is the VFR that called.
Seminole, November 4616 for Victor. We're going to be practicing in practice area India. We'd just like traffic advisories.
Seminole 4616, uniform Victor, Salt Lake approach squawk 0372.
Squawk 0372, Seminole 4616 for Victor.
63 and 47 are my altitudes. Wave it. Once I get to wave it, I just follow the glide slope down to 47.
Seminole 6, uniform Victor, radar contact 2 miles northeast of the Provo Airport, Provo altimeter 3035.
Provo altimeter 3035, and vision check, Seminole 6 in for Victor, thanks.
I need to figure out how to change the settings on my simulator. It's so touchy. I thought I changed settings to make it not so touchy, more realistic. But when I fly the simulator, the plane is just like, you move the joystick and it's like, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's not like real life.
You can actually do that.
I know, and I've tried, but it doesn't seem to be as much. I remember you sent me an article about it, and I followed those, but now I've drug all those things down to 0, and it still seems touchy.
Yeah, you can actually make it pretty laggy. Oh, I can't believe I just missed that traffic. I just don't know where he was.
Okay, so we got weather, heading indicator, altitude indicator's working. Obtain clearance, we're already on with them and they're going to give us clearance. Letdown plate review, which we did. Descent check, which we'll do as we come in. And speeds we'll do as we come in for flaps. And altitudes, and then climb out instructions. So if we do a misapproach, we climb to 6,200, and then we start turning right, still keep climbing at 9,000.
Skylane 2 Romeo Alpha, contact Salt Lake Center 133.9.
133.9 for 2 Romeo Alpha, what's that?
Looks like we're connected to the localizer. At least we got a case brake bar there.
Skylane 8 Julia Delta, fly heading 350 vectors for your practice approach, maintain VFR.
350, maintain VFR, 8 Julia Delta.
Skylane 8 Julia Delta, did you get Charlie?
I did get Charlie, 8 Julia Delta.
Okay, so if engine goes out, I'm going to the left.
Right. Correct. Actually, you could probably just fly straight ahead and mosey to the right. But left turnaround would be flatter fields for sure. Boy, I can get airliners above us at 9,000 feet above us.
Alpine 1848, solid departure, radar contact, climb maintain 12,000, see direct airfield.
That's hard to believe that that's 10,000 feet above
American
us.
2195, contact Salt Lake Center 133.9. Yeah.
Salt Lake approach 037.
Bonanza 7, Juliet November, radar service terminated, squawk VFR for change of crew.
7 Juliet November, roger, thanks, Sam.
Salt Lake approach 037 with request.
137, Salt Lake approach, ident, say request.
Ident, we'd like the vectors to the VOR if able.
Salt Lake approach 104 Uniform Victor at 6,000.
Feels like a beautiful day.
Over 104 Uniform Victor, Salt Lake departure, radar contact. Wolf 37 radar contact 3 miles west of Provo Airport, Salt Lake altimeter 3036.
That was weird, he just disappeared. Oh, there he is.
Wolf 37, flight present heading vector for sequencer number 2 for the approach.
Present heading, Wolf 37.
Over 4 Uniform Victor, climb maintain 12000.
Climb maintain 12000, 104 Uniform Victor.
Over 4 Uniform Victor, man, that altitude, maintain 11,000, 11,000.
Climb maintain 11,000, 104 Uniform Victor.
Gotta love it when it just maintains altitude and heading. No hands.
Wolf 37.
With a 15 knot crosswind too.
Wolf 3.
No hands, but you're kicking a little left on the feet, right? Keep us at the...
Little right.
Wolf 37, turn right heading 350.
Then we have to kind of turn left into the wind in order to keep from being pushed to the right.
I'm hitting the right rudder to keep it coordinated.
Oh, right.
This is a little bit more accurate than that, I think, but I like the ball.
Well, no, I was just watching it for the...
Oh, yeah.
Because of the crosswind, we have to kick the tail a little bit so it doesn't push us to the right.
Yeah.
But yeah, this seems definitely more finite. I've been kind of watching both of them.
November 8 Juliet Delta, turn right heading 040.
Right 040, Juliet Delta.
Looks like we connected to glide slope.
November 8 Juliet Delta, turn right heading 100, intercept runway 13 localizer.
Heading 100, intercept localizer, Juliet Delta.
Flight 1844, Salt Lake departure, radar contact, climb maintain 13,000. November 8 Juliet Delta, 2 miles from Wave at cleared ILS, runway 13, approach, maintain VFR.
Cleared ILS runway, maintain VFR, Juliet Delta.
Okay, we're 1 mile from Wave It.
November 8 Juliet Delta, contact Provo Tower.
Contact Provo Tower, Juliet Delta. Provo Tower, Skyhawk 8 Juliet Delta is almost at wave it on the ILS approach.
This is 738 Juliet Delta, Provo Tower, roger. How this approach terminate?
Full stop, 8 Juliet Delta.
This is 8 Juliet Delta, runway 13, clear to land.
Runway 13, clear to land, 8 Juliet Delta.
Golly, that thing wouldn't move. I was trying to get you the distance.
All right, 5 miles away. Start slowing down a little. $4,700 is my DA. So I may keep the goggles on a little bit longer this time, okay?
Yep, no worries.
I'll just hand them to you. I'm just gonna get off the glide slope for a second for speed.
Tower, Sky 84717 is midfield, left downwind for 13.
Not bad.
717. Roger, is this going to be full stop or touch and go?
It'll be a full stop to TAC here.
Let's say 4717, number 2, following Cessna on a half-mile final, runway 13, clear to land.
13, clear to land, got the Skyhawk in sight, 717.
ILS is more precise, you know?
Right.
It's harder to follow, too.
Kind of wiggly.
Can't believe we can do this.
I know. I was just sitting there thinking something similar. Like, man, that was just...
Juliet Delta, turn left Alpha 4.
Turn left Alpha 4, Juliet Delta.
Provo Tower, Will 37 is 3 miles from off-wing on the VOR. I'd like to terminate to the east.
Will 37, Provo Tower, roger, report your turn out to the east.
We'll report the turn, Will 37.